Yeah, we're back. And we're doing a little side episode because I just have to talk to you, Tara, about this thing. We just talked about Slash by Slash.
I just mentioned an anecdotal.
And I decided recently that I'm going to go back and read other books. I'm going to go through Anthony Bozza's library.
So if you don't know, Anthony Bozza is a writer who ghost writes autobiographies for semi-illiterate rock stars. Does that sound right?
And comedians.
Oh God. Who's the comedians?
He does like a lot of, oh my God, what is that comedian's name? I'll pull it up. But it's like, well, so he's written Slash by Slash and Anthony Bozza. And one of his famous books, his like most popular book that he wrote is Tommyland, which I just finished, that I want to talk about Tommyland.
Let's do it.
Very much. And
you gave me some spoilers. They made me blush.
What?
You gave me some spoilers from Tommyland that made me blush.
I can't even remember what I gave you some spoilers.
Want me to tell you what it was?
Well, yeah. What did you say?
You told me that he has a fetish for squirting.
Oh, he does. Yeah. He talks about that a lot in his book.
He talks about squirting a lot. And what's fucked up about it is through a ghostwriter. He's like talking about making girls squirt through Anthony Bozza. It's fucking weird.
So Tommyland is so wild. So let me tell you though the other books that he wrote. He did write Whatever You Say I Am without Eminem. So that's a straight Bozza that I'm going to next.
Interesting. Okay.
But he did Slash by Slash.
Slash by Slash. Iconic title.
This is so funny. So I'm going to name you the title and you maybe guess.
Okay.
Who it is. Play On.
I got nothing.
Mick Fleetwood and Anthony Bozza.
Oh, God, that's so boring.
This one's weird too. You'll never guess. Purpose is Wyclef Jean and Anthony Bozza.
What? These are the most boring things I could possibly imagine.
And then this one. What about? Let's see if you can guess this one. You're not gonna
Who's coming up with these titles?
I Am the New Black. This is a comedian, so it's not a rock star.
I Am the New Black.
This is probably great.
Is it like Kevin Hart or something?
No, it's someone we like. It's someone you like.
Who do I like?
It's Tracy Morgan.
I do love Tracy Morgan. And back to semi-illiterate people. I called Slash semi-illiterate.
Crash and Burn with Artie Lang. He wrote 2 Artie Lang books and a lot of Artie Lang books and Tommyland. So Tommyland, I don't even know. So when did Tommyland come out? I wonder when he wrote this. But
when he didn't write it.
2009.
Okay.
So Tommyland,
it's been around
Slash
for a while.
Is such a weird book. It's like written just like as if Slash is just talking to you. But Tommyland has a totally different format. It is written in like Tommy's POV, but then also throughout Tommyland, there are like footnotes. There's also a POV from Tommy's dick. Tommy's dick is a character.
Stop it. Why did you tell me about this a month ago when you started Tommyland?
And then there's 4 POVs in Tommyland. Tommyland is wild. And then there's also...
Who's the other ones?
And then there's also like fake notes from the publisher or something, the editor throughout. And then we get Bozza himself chiming in and giving footnotes. As Bozza? It says Bozza here. He says here. Anthony here.
Are you kidding? This book sounds...
It's a
shit show. It's unbelievable. Well, the only thing Robin told me about it was it like opens. It's like basically opens with Tommy just going on and on and on about squirting. And how he thought his first girlfriend did it. So he assumed the first time all women did it.
Yes, exactly.
All of us do.
Okay, so Tommyland's weird because it is specifically about like post-Crue Tommy Lee.
Does it talk about methods of mayhem?
He does.
Very cool.
Because he kind of considers it as a sequel to the book that he already wrote, The Dirt. So
Tommy Lee wrote The Dirt?
No, they consider, that was a book that... So
who wrote that?
Well, they like technically all the crew is like all of them
I don't know
wrote
enough about it.
And I read it and I don't really remember. It's just like, it's all sex and drugs, the entire thing. And
snooze.
But it's like, I don't know.
Maybe
people did love it. And then of course The Dirt movie, which I want to rewatch, starring Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes. Is it Machine Gun Kelly? Is that true?
No, Machine Gun Kelly, I think he played Nikki Sixx.
Oh, that's actually pretty tight.
Yeah.
Who plays Tommy Lee?
I don't know.
We'll have to look at
no
it.
one else really is in the movie.
Actually,
Pete Davidson plays Tom Zutaut, which is the A&R guy that signed Crue and GNR.
Ooh, okay.
So
man, they couldn't get more like unlikable people. Machine Gun Kelly, Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
who else are gonna like throw in there? James Franco.
James Franco's not in it. It would have been better if it was in it. Okay, so Tommyland is post-Crue. He talks a lot. Okay, so the notable chapters, he has a chapter about Heather Locklear, which it was very interesting. I kind of forgot that he was married to Heather Locklear. Of course, Ricky Rockman DJ'd their wedding. Yep. They were married for 7 years. He said he never cheated on her. He said the reason that they got divorced is she didn't want to have kids because she wanted to continue her career.
Yeah, did her career go anywhere from there?
I don't know.
I don't believe it did.
Didn't she marry someone else? Oh, John Bon Jovi.
No, Richie Sambora.
From Bon Jovi.
She's married to Richie Sambora. Yeah, and I think they're still married.
And then the Pamela chapters. Oh, there's also Pamela POV. She writes some footnotes.
Is it actually her?
Yes.
Oh, this is
Pamela
crazy.
comes in. It's a crazy.
This book sounds. I'm gonna say it. This book sounds fucking retarded.
It's so weird. And the Pamela chapters, it's just so fucking insane. Like the Pamela stuff and their whole like how they met and they got married in like the first. They basically flew to Mexico, did ecstasy, and got married within like the night, and then like stayed married for a long
years.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Had 2 kids. It's very weird. He also got engaged to a person named Mayte, who is Prince's ex-wife.
Yes, Mayte. Yeah,
He was
forgot about that.
engaged
He
to
dated
her.
the Prince mighty the child bride.
They didn't get married because
Mighty. I think it's pronounced Mighty.
Yeah, she wanted kids and he didn't want more.
She
and
had Prince's baby who died. Remember that
really?
story?
I don't know
Prince
anything.
and Mighty had a baby and he died shortly after birth.
And so Tommy met her right after Prince and her got divorced.
Okay.
So that was weird. There's also a chapter in here that it's entirely an ode to how much he loves Jägermeister and what he would.
God, as if this thing couldn't get dumber and worse.
It is absolutely insane. I was like, I can't even.
There's a chapter on Yagi?
Yeah, let me see. Oh God, it was so insane. But then. What? God, I had notes in it. It's really, really like fucking insane. The POV of Anthony Bozza.
Yeah, I want to hear more about Bozza.
It's written, and at the end, there's a picture of Bozza and them together writing the book. Look, here's
Can I see
Bozza.
that?
This is the day that they finished the chapter.
Okay. Oh, this picture. All right, I'm going to describe it. It's a selfie. Bozza's taking it. Tommy Lee is plugging his nose. He has a really ugly hand tattoo. He's wearing a beanie and a hood. And Bozza's wearing a Chevy hat with flames on it. And I don't think it's ironic.
Oh God. So they describe the way that they wrote the book. They basically just like locked themselves into a room for 2 weeks and Tommy just recited out to Bozza.
Yeah, it's a
While
dictation.
Bozza,
these books.
typed this all and then like put this spin on it. It was so wild. When was Slash by Slash written? 2007.
Yeah. And Slash by Slash was I think it was like a #1 bestseller book, wasn't it? I don't know. Man, this Anthony Bozza has really, figured out his role in Hollywood. He wasn't
Methods
quite
of
cool
Mayhem,
enough to
I
write his
need
own
to.
shit.
So tell me more about Methods of Mayhem.
All right, I would love to talk about Methods of Mayhem. So Methods of Mayhem was like long post Motley Crue project, and it was Tommy Lee and like some other people were like. I think like Fred Durst may have been involved. So they had this single. It was while I was married to Pamela, and I think I was still in high school. And like me and the same friends are like huge GNR fans. That group, we were all Crue fans, and we were like obsessed with the fact that Methods of Mayhem was coming out. So they come out with this video, and it's called "Get Naked," and it's like Tommy Lee watching his own porn, and then it's like new metal rap rock, and then Limp Bizkit guy is there, and Lil' Kim is there being like skanky as all hell, and
Lil' Kim was like
it's just like about as bad as a song. It's a new metal rap rock song, but like, and if that doesn't make it sound like it's bad, imagine it being worse. And it kind of went for 1990. I think it was around 1999, 2000. I mean, it went viral in the way that you could back then.
I remember.
Like, you'd have to get excited to watch it on MTV. You couldn't just like pull it up.
He has a whole chapter in here about his tattoos and how much he loved. He got into like the Japanese Oriental style and like how to quit it. I know it's like so that era too. Oh, what about remember that like fucked up story of the kid that died in his pool?
No, I don't know that story.
He was having a birthday party for one of his kids and one of their friends drowned in the back of his pool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's like was very traumatizing to him, and he had to go to court because I think the mom tried to blame him for it, but then he didn't.
That's with like people dying. Like, remember Vince Neil killed Razzle from Hanoi Rocks?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, these dudes,
yeah. But that was
you
just
live
kind of
hard
like
to die hard.
Freak accident.
Yeah,
the person,
they were all like, they were accidents.
I guess the person that was supposed to be watching that kid like left on a walk or something like that.
Wow.
The other thing too is he spent a lot of time in jail.
Interesting.
He spent 5 months in jail.
For what?
I can't remember what his initial charge was. I think like getting in a fight or something, but he was on probation for a long time, and he broke his probation with Pamela once by drinking, and
got thrown
she
back
ratted him out, or she held it against him. They had a really bad custody battle.
Oh. So they had a really bad custody battle, but then all these years later, she ends up contributing to this book, or was this book written when they were together? Was Tommyland written when they were still married? I don't understand.
Tommyland was written after they've like reconciled.
Got it. Okay.
To date, they co-parent and they've like figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
But they
had the kids got to be adults by now.
They had a really, really ugly breakup. I mean, surprising.
Yeah, shocker.
One really interesting part in it, he talks about breaking up with Pamela, and he's like, and then all of a sudden, this guy, my friend Bob, started dating her, and I was really mad. And he was like, I met Bob when I was hanging out in Fred Durst's studio, and then it goes on to the Bob is Kid Rock.
Yeah, she married him.
She married him.
She married Kid Rock. I can't imagine in what universe that was like.
Oh, here's a weird thing where he has...
Love is Blind.
His book is so wild. He has a whole chapter where it's called... Look at this. It says lesbian testimonials, where he just has a group of his lesbian friends like give a testimony. Here's Steve-O giving like a 5.
What is it? But what is a testimonial on? Like, what are the lesbian testimonials on?
On Tommy, like being
this
a
book,
cool guy.
Oh my God. Like, I'm not a misogynist. I have friends with lesbians. Is that what he's getting at?
Yeah, it's I don't really know. It was very weird. It's totally nuts.
What year was this book written?
I think it just said 2012.
Okay, because Tommy Lee has since married again to like a 25-year-old influencer.
Yes. That's not included in here.
Yeah, okay, this is before that. Got it.
Yeah, which is totally weird. But man, I want to go back and watch like their MTV Cribs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the MTV Cribs, that was Pamela's house that he made. They like designed together and all this stuff. Oh, the big thing the part that I thought that was like actually the most interesting is the sex tape part. So Pamela and Tommy, of course, have like a famous sex tape. What happened is it was in a safe in their garage, and they had their house like being worked on and contractors. And all of a sudden, once the safe was gone, so someone stole the whole safe. There was a bunch of money and like other valuables in the safe. They knew that the sex tape was also in there. And then the sex tape started leaking. And then what happened is people kept copying it and leaking it and releasing it and all this stuff.
They would pull it, it would pop up again.
Yeah.
It's like Live at Saskatoon on YouTube.
And they talked about how it was really, really traumatizing, really hard for them, of course.
Ugh.
But they went to court all the time to try to like stop it from being released. I think there was also like one production company that was releasing it. And what happened is the courts kept like saying it was okay for it to be released because they are public figures.
So that doesn't make sense. I can't imagine in what fucking world that's true. So if you're a public figure, a private video of you having sex is public domain. Like there has to be more to that story.
I know that is. I think that's like what they consider it news items.
You and I are public figures because we do this podcast. I've foolishly sent out a lot of nudes. So if those go public, I have no rights.
I think things have since changed, and they've like now the term revenge porn exists.
Yeah.
All those things, and there are laws on it. But back then, no.
Okay.
And so they couldn't take it, no matter all they tried and all the power and money that they have. They got denied by the courts. They didn't have the right to.
I can't imagine how traumatizing that must have been.
And that was like a big reason why they broke up. Like the kind of the stress of that.
Yeah, totally.
And the other thing that was interesting about that is the main guy that stole it and leaked it, they ended up like being able to identify that guy, and he's been on the run ever since. Like no one knows where that guy is.
I mean, is he wanted for something?
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
or is he afraid Tommy's going to murder him? That'd be kind of cool.
I think that maybe
he's afraid of him.
I bet they could like sue him for stealing and something like that. Even though if they can't like take the video back, I bet he's
wild.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So okay, that's Tommyland. It was pretty easy to read. It was pretty awful. I read it for you guys. I think that I don't think it was a reflection on Anthony Bozza. It being awful.
Bozza's takes.
But I will report back to you after I read. I'm going to read the Eminem one next. That one's different.
I bet that one's better.
Yeah.
I bet that one's because Eminem, even though I don't like his music, his origin story is probably much more interesting.
And that one's not written by Eminem.
And Eminem is it's not written by Eminem. I was going to say Eminem's definitely the most intelligent out of the three.
Does that mean it's an authorized biography?
Yeah, it would be an authorized biography. Yeah.
I don't really understand.
Because all those Axl Rose books you've read?
Oh, super unauthorized. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What about the Kurt one? Is that authorized?
I think some of them are, some of them aren't.
Yeah, fascinating. Yeah. Okay, cool. So report back, Bozza.
Bozza.
Pretty good. We like Bozza.
Yeah.
Bye.